I'm gonna try pushing the painting. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna have to climb up.
How tall is the painting?
Your automaton bodies with a good enough roll if you're... What are you planning to do?
Like, I just
Push
want
the
to step
painting
out.
on the top.
I was going to step out this way one. And then see what way that sends the key.
So you want to...
Hopefully having him do the same thing. Yes.
And take one
And
to
have
pull
the
the
top.
top?
No, I want to
No,
have the... I want to have the top leaning against the wall.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I want to do. I was gonna push the top, but I can't reach the top. So pulling the bottom sounds better.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me a strength check as the two of you try to pull the bottom of the painting.
15.
Well, shit.
Alright. Since the two of you are in such perfect unison of thought and body, you're able to do it and pull the painting forward.
You're saying they fused?
And, but... So to say.
Yes.
And pull the painting forward, but only on the bottom, while having it leaning so that the back of the painting is going against the thing. But being how the painting is now positioned, you're not quite able to see the floor because it's now pointing towards the ceiling.
That's fair. Is the key on the ceiling now?
It is not.
Damn it. Do we hear something clink?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. So now can we straighten it out again?
Yep.
Since that pulling it out would have done its quote-unquote damage.
So the two of you walk back. So it's back to being a flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's flat all the time, but horizontal, vertical, whatever.
I mean, I'm doing this assuming we're communicating through Jared and we're just skipping that step.
Right. So the two of you put the painting back, and the key at this point has slid all the way to the back of the hallway, farthest away from you. We're gonna swap over to Noah.
Shit.
Noah, what are you doing? Locked. Locked. Since we've gone a little while, you can go to that door. Not locked. There's nothing in front of you. It's a 2x1 hallway. Also not locked. You walk into a room, and all you see inside of this entire room is a stone statue of an angel weeping into its hands.
Good thing you're a machine.
What do you do when you walk in the room and see this?
I'm more or less looking around the entire room.
So, do you walk anywhere though, or do you just stay in that one square?
Stay there.
As you look around the room, eventually you look more or less pretty far away. And as you bring your gaze back towards, from your right, you gaze all the way over to the right to this corner back here. And as you gaze back across this direction, that statue has moved a few feet closer to you. Or so you would swear to yourself. It's in the same position. It just seems closer. Do you keep looking around?
Mm-hmm.
As you look up and you look down and you look now to your far left and you're just looking around, you don't see anything in this room. It's just seemingly a room with a statue.
Going to back out of the room.
Alright, you back out of the room. You hear the door close behind you. We're gonna swap back over to Tate and Lamb. Tate, Lamb, what do you do?
So,
We'll say that's the key. Now it's back here.
again, I assume we're relaying through Jared. I'm gonna tell Tate to hold the bottom of the painting and like the bottom corner of his side. And we're going to tilt the thing forward while I'm trying to give support to my side and the top.
So you're trying to tilt the top, or you're trying to tilt it to a side, or what are you trying to do?
We're trying to tilt the
Tilt the
top
bottom.
down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check. Both of you.
$18.
15.
As the two of you do it, you see it sliding forward. Do you hold your position?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll me another strength real quick. You too, Tate.
Critical failure! I mean, it's a 5, but...
Critical
Well then.
success! 25.
Well, Tate holds himself perfectly well. And the key comes out of the painting lightning fast as Lamb drops his part of it, and it slides against the wall, scraping against the wall, and then popping out of the picture magically, you would say, leaving a rippling effect within the water work, or the oil working of the painting, and hitting Tate right in the face.
Yay!
I'll give you a reflex save if you intend to drop the painting.
Yeah.
You're gonna let go of the painting?
11.
11?
Wait, 14.
On a 14, you let go. You don't completely let go of the painting. You move out of the way, and the painting kind of goes close to the floor, but it's not laying on the floor anymore. So the key is on the ground. If you had dropped the painting would have fallen on the key, but you're holding it ever so slightly above the key.
All right. Lamb. Zephyr, tell Lamb, grab the key.
He needs you to grab the key. You guys kind of fumbled that.
Right.
I was hoping the
Tate,
painting
it'd be
was
great
going to
if you could
fall
move
over
your
on the
hand.
both of them. And then they'd just be stuck in a painting universe.
That might have happened. So, you pick up the key and move your hand out of the way. Tate, do you let go of the painting and let it just fall on the ground?
Yes.
Man, leaving a mess in Gnome's house. Such ungrateful guess. Nevertheless, you have the key. The light inside of the control room turns green. That one is also solved.
This house is trying to kill us. As far as I know, we're dead.
But hey,
Or
Gnome gave you new bodies. He's just teaching you how to use them.
I could go without this. Give the body to Calb.
What'd I do? I was.
Take my body. Wait.
Alright. Zephyr, I wanted the key. However, I have no idea what the key goes to.
Well, it says you completed the room, so just take it with you.
Alright.
So I'm going to hand them the key, and I'm just gonna go back to my hallway once the door opens.
Whether or not you know how to measure.
I don't know how many goddamn ounces are in a standard can off the top of my head.
Ounces lamb, because fuck English.
Well, fuck Imperial. But
So, you're carrying the key to this door over here?
no, I'm handing
gave
it
it
to
to me.
Tate and then leaving.
Oh. What do you do, Tate?
Does this door have a keyhole?
No, none of them do.
Okay, I'm following Lame.
Well, let me correct that. None of the ones you've checked do. Did anyone check here? I think Noah did.
I know.
I checked all of them.
That one did, according to Noah. But Noah doesn't know anything about the key. And it's not so much it had a keyhole, it had a key inset where you would put the key into. If that's the right key. Nevertheless, Demois, do you guys inform Demois to unlock the door for them?
Yeah.
There is always a way around it now, a long way. If you leave that door unlocked.
Yeah, if they checked the doors on the way out, they probably would have noticed that that door was unlocked.
Right. Technically, as long as you leave that one unlocked, you can always move through. It's just this is the shortcut now. It's no longer necessarily needed.
Tate, did you go straight to the door, or did you check any of the doors?
I had checked all of them. None of them seem to have a keyhole.
Would they have heard these doors unlocking if Lamb heard that one?
Yeah, they did. They heard. Well, it's not both. It's just this hallway. That one's still locked. If they were to check,
When I say both, I mean these two doors.
they would have heard it. Yeah.
Stuff.
So you guys are in a hallway. The door's still closed in front of you. Every time you put your hand on it, it doesn't open.
Am
But
I
you
able
did-
to knock on it?
You can, but you did hear a door unlock. Just all three doors are closed, and this one isn't opening. So do you knock?
Yeah.
Alright, you knock. Does Demois unlock that door for him? Or do you guys inform him of that door being unlocked? Because you guys know it's unlocked. Being Kelb and Jared.
Inform them that the door's unlocked.
Alright, you're told that you're stupid because that door to your side, to your right, is
I
unlocked.
did want to just see how long they would sit there.
Hence, I didn't say anything.
In all reality, though, yeah. So you're told that that door to your right is unlocked. There's that cube. Are you taking the cube with you, Tate?
Oh, hey, wait. Can it be lifted?
Yeah, it's not like it's so big you can't pick it up. It's disproportionate. It's only this big on the board because that's as small as it goes.
It's cute. I'm taking it with me.
All right.
Keys to the box.
No.
It's cute. It's got a little triangle on it. Okay. I'm right here, because... Like, how did Lame miss this? How did Perthos miss this? This cube's adorable.
Tate, put that box on your area. And rename it or add a description to it saying it has a triangle on it. Since you have them all named at this point.
Non-denominational heart box.
So Tucson has a conception, OCD about doors, and now we have a klepto.
Apparently.
My bad.
Anyway, Tucson, what do you do?
What do you mean? This box is always in this white room with me.
Well, the door locked behind me. I'm going to move forward
It
then.
didn't lock behind you. It's still unlocked.
Oh, you said there was something.
No,
locked
the
behind
door.
me.
You went in that room with the statue, and then you walked out, and the door that you went through closed. The door.
You said
is
it locked
clo-
behind him, and he had clarified that he walked out the door backwards.
The door. The doors. Sorry, the doors close every time you walk through them. It's not that they necessarily lock; they close. So you hear like a click.
Okay.
Not like a locking click, but like a sealing click. I don't know how to word it. They close. They don't lock, they close.
Is it locked?
It is.
Well, you're fucked.
And as you turn to look, there's that statue in the same hallway with you now. And we'll swap over to Tate. And Lamb.
Actually, could I roll an insight check?
Insight isn't
You
a
mean
thing in this
knowledge?
version.
Yes, knowledge.
Do you have any knowledges?
Dungeoneering.
Intimidate the statue.
I have knowledge as dungeoneering, but I
I
don't
don't
think
think
this
this
counts
is
as a
a. I
dungeon.
don't. This really isn't a typical dungeon trap that you would come across, so I'm gonna say no on that one.
I think we're pretty much meant to just survive. If anything, it'd be a survivalist role.
No, it's to know what. I know what he wants. He wants to know about what's going on here, but it's not anything he would know about. So, just knowledge.
I'm gonna point to the swan screen and be like, he's got a friend.
He's got a friend. It's falling. Don't let it touch him.
You're pointing to his vision screen.
Yep. And saying that, I now realize that we've sent the perfect person to this puzzle. Not that I know what the solution is yet, but I know the mechanic.
So, what'd you get on the intelligence check there, Noah?
Oh, I see where you're going with this, Jared.
Dude.
15.
Yeah.
On a 15, I'll give you that you are able to realize that whatever this statue is, something that is odd and strange to you, it is moving when you're not looking. But when you're looking at it, so far it seems to just be a statue in the same position, doing nothing different. So there's that. Maybe you have to keep looking at it. Maybe you need to destroy it. Maybe you shouldn't destroy it, and you shouldn't look at it, and you should let it give you a hug. Who knows? But it definitely only moves when you're not looking at it, thus far. Tate and Lamb, what do you guys do?
I'm checking this door.
It's unlocked.
I will step inside.
He may need help, so I'm gonna look at that door.
Alright, you go over to that door as well. You go inside of this door, and there is a statue of what appears to be a armored wizard. His hand outstretched as if... No. His hand outstretched as if holding something. Inside of the room, you see a pedestal, with which has a wand on it. The direction that the statue is facing is looking in between two insets. One of them has nothing in it. The other one has a symbol of fire. The wand looks like it could go into the statue's hand.
So can I go and attempt to pick up the wand wherever it is?
Sure. You go over and pick it up?
And I will put it into his hands, going for the obvious thing first.
Yep. Then what do you do?
And then, assuming I don't see anything else in the room, would the box that Tate has right now fit in that damn thing?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to assume I don't have what I need for this room and leave.
Do you have an idea on it, Tate? Again, you guys always have Lamb. You guys always have Kelb and Jared to ask upon for help.
That's what I was gonna do. So, what's the deal with this room, Zephyr? Or Erim?
I mean, to be fair, my guy's
keep
kind of
asking
sick of
Zephyr.
this
It's
like
both of
riddle
them.
bullshit.
I'll look up the parameters for their room.
Alright, you realize they're in room 6. And this room is the statue room, labeled Lend Me a Blank. The hint is that you need to match the item to the symbol. The parameters is that what does the wand go with? What does the sword go with? What does the fire go with? And what does the shield go with? Then there's a little side note that says, turn the statue.
Turn it.
There's also a little
Symbol
button.
behind me?
Hang on. There's also a little button there, Jared, next to the turn a statue statement. There's a little symbol that's just like the other symbols that's pressable. And it says side note if you wish to push it.
I do.
It says, I can't believe I have to tell people this. Signed, Gnome.
So, Avina and Perthros, he's not here, but Gnome's already laughing at you for not turning the statue. Other than that, you're supposed to be like matching symbols for fire, sword, and shield, and the wand.
It's an armored knight.
Armored mage.
Armored mage.
As
There's
if it was a
wand,
fighter and wizard multi-classer. That isn't
And-
quite built right.
I looked behind me. Is there a spot on the... No, wait. Is there any other spot other than the one here?
There's nothing here. It's here and here.
Okay.
Right here is fire. The other one
Okay.
has a blank inset. There's nothing in it.
Did we see one of the rooms had a sword in it?
As you think to yourself, you realize that where was it? There was just you realized that room 8 had a table with something resting against it and sitting on it.
There's nothing in this room we can use. Other than the wizard knight. Battle mage.
While you think about this, Noah, what are you doing?
It's not. Does it look like I can move around it and go back through the doors?
No, it's in your way.
Hmm.
You could move around it and go to where Demois is. But going back through the door that it obviously you and it came through, no. So you go that way and look down the hallway?
Mm-hmm.
You hear something moving.
I'm gonna look down the other hallway, then back.
Alright, you look away and you look back down and there it is, around the side.
Hmm. I wish I had more movement speed. That'll be my turn.
Alright. Anything that you, Kelb, or Jared would like to say to these guys?
No.
Fair enough. Jared? Or not Jared. Tate? Lamb?
GG.
Checking over here.
Alright, since you guys split up, we'll do Tate first. Tate, what are you doing in here then?
I'm gonna look over the wizard. The battle mage.
Okay. What are you looking for exactly?
Any writing or anything kind of like the painting had the handhold.
No, there's nothing.
And there's nothing else in the room other than him and the things on the wall.
Yeah.
I put the companion cube on him. This will be a good spot to keep this for now.
You could put it next to him, but you're not going to be able to put it on him. It's a bit too big.
It's a good spot to store it. Plus, he needs a friend.
Okay. Lamb, what do you do?
I'm checking that door in front of me.
It's unlocked. So you go in there. And in the far back, to you would be right corner when you walk into the room. The far back right to you.
Uh-huh.
There's a shadow. Partially on the ground, partially up against the wall. That looks sort of like an angel.
Well, there goes my next question then. Is there anything else in the room?
Nope.
Yeah. So I'm going to go into the opposite corner.
Okay.
And I'm just going to sit here and observe for a while, see if anything changes. If I'm missing
Okay.
something.
In that case, we'll go back to Noah. Noah, do you do anything? Movement. 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 Lack of movement.
Sorry.
Yeah, in case you wanted to jump back out in front of it. I'm assuming you looked away and then looked back real quick. Right? I think you might be muted, Noah.
Also assume he's muted.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm keeping my eyes on it.
And you just step around it.
Yeah, 30.
While maintaining the gaze at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gonna check out the parameters for the room the statue came from.
So when you check out the parameters of where the statue came from, it is the following trap. And its hint is don't lose the game of hide and seek. The parameters is the statue seems to be missing something. Something that it clearly wants. That it's jealous everyone else has. Upon reading this, you now notice, Jared, looking at the statue through Noah's eyes, it doesn't seem to have a shadow.
God damn it. How did I know this is where this was going?
I'm gonna see if I realize what I'm seeing through both their screens and that information.
Go ahead and roll it.
I got a 10 in intellect.
You're not quite there. You know that maybe they have something to do with each other, but you're not 100% sure yet. It's gonna take
At the
another.
very least, I tell Tucson that you need to find something that the statue is looking for.
Tate, what are you doing in there?
Alright.
What do you
Couple
do?
things is what he's doing in there.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Fantastic, I suppose.
Did you leave because of all the unspeakable things you did?
No,
Yes.
more because I thought it was unbelievably obvious about what they're supposed to do in the room, considering I told them what to do in the room, and neither of them did it.
I even told them both that Gnome was laughing at them.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming when I'm missing, my character's assuming he's missing a piece because there's a chunk missing out of the wall.
Yeah, that's what
Fair.
I went with too.
And just saying Gnome is laughing at us doesn't really tell us anything.
I said
It's like,
Gnome's
oh,
laughing at you because you haven't rotated the statue.
No, you didn't. You just said Gnome's laughing at us.
I
He
said
did
he's
tell
not
you that
here,
you're
but
supposed to
Gnome
rotate
is
it.
laughing at you because you need to rotate the statue.
Anyway, so you walk out of the room, Tate. Are you heading to where Lamb is at?
Does he know where I'm at?
Nope.
I want to find out where this key goes.
Gotcha.
I look at the door to the right.
There's not a keyhole on it, but they
Wait,
are...
That's where we came from. That was
Right.
The,
And there was 3 doorways in there that you didn't check.
that's red light, green light, and I don't want to deal with that.
You're in red light, green light. But it hasn't been doing red light, green light on you.
Okay.
Boyce accidentally pressed his button to start that up again.
Yeah.
4?
Alright. Lamb, what are you doing there? You've been sitting for... Well, not sitting. Standing for a while watching this, shadow, and it's doing nothing.
So now I'm just moving up next to it and seeing if I can, like, interact with it at all.
Alright, you walk
So I'm
up to
seeing
it.
if I can, like, scrub it off the floor or anything.
You walk up to it. You touch the statue. You touch the shadow. It's just a displaced shadow, as if an object should be here casting a shadow, but it is not.
From the 0 light sources.
The light sources are coming from the floor and ceiling,
Wait, if it's coming
meeting the
from-
walls. Like where the walls meet the floor and the ceiling.
Yeah.
But emanating bright enough that it lights the room, but
Yeah.
somehow dim enough that it's not blinding you.
So, I mean, I'm assuming I don't see anything else in the room.
No, just that.
I
Just a
mean,
displaced shadow that for some reason is being
Oh,
cast
see,
in a
it's
spot that maybe it shouldn't be, but
Thank you for stopping by.
it is.
so again, I think he's just going to assume that he doesn't really have what he needs.
Okay.
I mean, so 1. Sorry, counting movement.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Noah, your turn.
I'm gonna put down my sweet roll with eyes, looking at the statue.
Alright. So you put the sweet roll down. And as you begin to get yourself back up and situated slowly, that's when your brain begins to process the fact that you are seeing way more than you ever could, as if you're seeing through 2 pairs of eyes. And this is starting to blow your fucking mind. It's now more than just you can see a little better. It's now, no, you're seeing through 2 pairs of eyes. Would that be like a fort save or a will save to not
I
be
think
freaked out?
I think there's actually a sanity check you can do.
Yeah, but this isn't like Call of Cthulhu. There's no sanity check.
I think there actually is.
For the time being, just do like a will save.
$17.
I'm just checking to see if there's a sanity check.
I think it's like one of those checks that you make like once in a blue moon.
On the D20 SRD, it's showing it as a variant system rule.
Ow. Okay. I'm wrong. Sort of.
So yeah, we'll just go with wisdom or will. And
That's
no,
fine.
you're fine. This is a little disorienting and upsetting, but you're able to stay collected.
Good, because I'm picking the sweet roll back up.
Okay. Then what do you do? Walking backwards, watching?
Mm-hmm.
So just as you make yourself around the bend, and the last ever so slight hair-thin amount of the statue is no longer visible, you hear very rapid movement, and then it stops. This is going to be the last round for everyone before we end for the night. So, out of the 5 of you, who'd like to go first? I assume here we'll do the easy one.
Me.
Tate, go ahead and go up to your door and see that there's a keyhole. Hey, you go up to that door and you can see clearly that there's a spot that a key could be set into. It's not a
I use the
keyhole.
key.
It's not a keyhole. As such, it's more of like a missing chunk of the door.
Yep, I'm gonna inset the key.
You place the key into the little metal inset in this door, and you hear it seemingly open up. You press it, the door opens up, and you're able to go through. The next door is able to be opened up. You go through. And inside of this room is a pedestal with a sword leaning against it and a something sitting on top of it. It's the
Hey.
rune, but you won't see until your next turn, which is next game.
Okay.
So, you get into that room and see the thing needed for that puzzle room. Lamb? Yep. Calvin, Jared?
I'm going to look up the parameter for the room with the shadow.
Okay. And for the sake of it, Lamb, we're gonna have you be out in this hallway.
That's
you
fine.
look up the shadow room, and that room is labeled as the displaced shadow room. And the hint is that the shadow seems to be emanating from nothing, but something should clearly be there. The parameters is the shadow is displaced through time and space and needs to be returned to its original owner to calm the rampaging statue. We already all know what is going on here. Yeah.
Sip of the Dwarven ass kicker.
Roll a fort.
Sip?
Yeah. Taking a shot.
It's called the ass kicker for a reason.
You're fine.
Get my fort? What? Okay.
Nah. An 11 itself will make it on just a sip. I mean, it's only like a part of a shot.
You know what they say? An 11 is just 2 1s.
No one says that.
Anyway, do either of you do anything else? Or wish to say anything to any of the 3 that are in there, or 4 that are in there?
I'm gonna see if I put 2 and 2 together.
Go ahead.
The roll of 4. Damn it.
I didn't even get a 4. I got a 5.
You're stumped. Alright, Noah, you're up. You walk through the door, Noah. The door closes behind you. You can hear movement on the other side of the door. As you go through the second door and have it close behind you, you can hear a door open, close, and movement in the hallway. You know you're still being followed. If you zoom in on the game real close to that Goomba, its eyes are just like it's piercing into your soul, just like the statue, with its not eyes.
Our his soul.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, that's where we'll let off for tonight. With the Moise being in that room doing buttons and door stuff. While Noah had solved a puzzle, Tate had help solving a puzzle, Lamb got the shit beat out of him till he solved the puzzle. Tate then solving, kinda, a door to hopefully solve a puzzle. Lamb being confused by a shadow, and Noah being followed by a statue.
And my guy getting very, very pissed off at riddles.
Right.
The last one actually hurt.
That's not even the hard riddle. That was just the asshole one. The hard riddle is later. And it's not... It is, but it isn't hard. And it's a real riddle next time.
Fake riddles you get.
Well, the other one's not really a solvable riddle. It's more just a personal opinion riddle, along with whatever. But the other one is actually a solved one. It's actually a riddle. Kind of like how a box without
Hinge's litter key.
No, a box without a box without hinges, litter key. Yep, golden treasure is hid within. Lantern.
Or an egg.
Hammer it
It's not a
open.
box.
Well, it can also be a container. I've heard it as container.
That's what I know, but that's why I said box. So you can't say egg.
Hammer and break it open. Goes in.
That's true. But neither of them you get the golden treasure inside anymore.
There's some pieces of it.
I'll show you the golden treasure inside.
Maybe it's a really
Wait.
rare
Ew.
square egg.
I know who we're going.
Maybe it's a Minecraft egg.
Wait, Minecraft eggs are not square though.
He's not on this list.
They're not square.
They're made of squares.
Go get that boy. That boy.
Anything, Lamb.
Maybe it's just a crate from a dig site.
Spicy midnight frags, boys and girls.
Technically, Lamb, if we're gonna go with that, everything is made with squares, as far as we're aware. Except for reality. But even that, we keep finding things smaller, so we never will know. But on a computer, it's all squares, man.
Oh god, I'm lacking by just moving these dice.
Don't move the dice then.
You guys are just straight up lagging.
Don't drop them there.
What was that, Caleb?
They're just straight away.